Hi guys, welcome to Diaries with Diamond Dealer with Irfan from Irfan S and Diamonds. We'd like to extend our condolences to the Tolkowsky family with the recent passing of Gabi or Gabriel Sir Gabi Tolkowsky from Belgium, Antwerp, a master cutter, a master polisher. Those from the trade and those from outside of the trade are quite familiar with him. His uncle Marcel Tolkowsky perfected the modern round brilliant ideal cut in its angles when he was only 19 years old, and of course Gabi Tolkowsky continued this legacy. And Mr. Tolkowsky was actually known for being a master diamond polisher, a master diamantier, a master at the diamond business. He was selected by De Beers on many occasions to recut some of their largest and most valuable rough diamonds, that being the Centenary Diamond and of course the Golden Jubilee. Both the Centenary Diamond was huge. The polished diamond was about 558 carats, rough was about 700 carats, and of course also the Golden Jubilee, also another 500 carat diamond. The rough was huge. Just a moment of reminiscence. He was Jewish. We'd like to say Baruch Dayan Ha'emet, which means truly the master of judges and the master of truths and knows all truths. Or blessed is the master of truth, blessed is the creator of the world. Mr. Tolkowsky will be remembered for a very long time to come, as most of you from America would be familiar with the Tolkowsky cuts, as both Jared and Kay's jewelers have sold the Tolkowsky diamond for a number of years already. We're going to be discussing something that a lot of you have possibly touched on, or possibly have thought about, possibly have looked into purchasing, looked at, or wondered what it was. The topic of lab-grown diamonds and the topic of what's currently going on in the diamond pipeline, in the vertically integrated facets and annals of the diamond pipeline. And of course we're going to touch a bit on the economic recession, consumer spending. Of course, Mr. Avi Kravitz from Rappaport Group has touched on this on his webinar, as he does a market update every week and every month. And a lot of my information is tangential to what he said or what he has said. I won't be quoting him directly, but I will touch on themes and topics that he has spoken about. Let's touch on facets of the vertically integrated diamond pipeline and what's been affected it and the current updates. For the past 2 months, 3 months now, De Beers has, not only De Beers, but a few of the other big mining companies, De Beers, Petra Diamonds, etc., have delayed their rough site holder sales and have deferred them to later dates because of the low demand or weak demand for rough diamonds. This usually happens because instead of discounting goods or discounting their rough diamonds and selling it onto the diamond purchasers or diamond rough purchasers, De Beers would rather the market sentiment pick up slightly, or the demand for rough diamonds pick up, and then sell them at normal prices instead of discounting them and selling them at lower prices, because it still takes the same amount of effort and energy to mine those diamonds. So why sell it at below cost when they can sell the same diamond at a later stage for more of a profit margin? In fact, 3 factors that may have led to this weak demand for rough diamonds. The first and the most prevalent is, obviously, a lot of people are quite familiar with the inflation that's been going on, the global recession, the weakening of the dollar, the inflationary prices right around, the world over, South Africa included. A lot of you are living in the States, and I've seen, you guys are paying $7 at Starbucks. There was a lady who recently went to JCK, that happened last weekend or the weekend before, and she paid $45 for a bottle of water, a bottle of seltzer water. It's so, I know you, especially people in the States, you guys have been, a lot of you are property magnates. You guys have been buying homes, refurbishing homes, and selling them onto the market again. And the price of building materials have gone up so substantially. A lot of you are struggling to make find profit margins in reselling those homes. It's weakened the real estate market, both industrially and commercially and residentially. I mean, the property markets have slumped. So we are in a global world recession. South Africa, I mean, I have to go to Woolworths, and if I buy a small little chocolate cake from Woolworths, it's costing $20. I mean, okay, just under $20. But the fact of the matter is, it's still costing that much just for a small little chocolate cake. So we are in a time where the world is suffering from a global recession, and of course, consumer spending is down. People are becoming more conscious with their disposable income and what they're spending on and what they're investing in. Luxury items do not take the fall or pertinence in such times, even in a huge jewelry prosumer country like America or Europe. And besides prosumer nations buying so much of jewelry, I mean, it's America. You guys have close to 360 million people living there, and there's 360 million people that are able and capable of buying jewelry every weekend, and you guys buy jewelry every weekend. It's a well-known fact. America might not be producing any diamonds, but at the moment, America is diamond land. America is diamond country. But the amount of diamonds that are being sold and traded in America is the world over substantially more than any other country. It weakened the demand for polished diamonds because a lot of people are buying less jewelry. Some people might argue the fact that lab-grown diamonds have come onto the scene. They've come onto the scene 50 years ago. The first lab-grown diamond was made by General Electric, and it was a high-pressure, high-temperature diamond. These days, a lot of the synthetic diamonds are being utilized for industrial purposes, but also with the current innovation of technology, a lot of CVD diamonds are being produced, and it produces a lot of gem-grade quality diamonds that can be polished. And these are obviously set into jewelry. A lot of people are buying lab-grown diamonds. I'm not going to comment on the current prices of lab-grown diamonds. I don't sell lab-grown diamonds personally. I've never had a call for lab-grown diamonds from any of my clients. I've never had a client ask me for a lab-grown diamond. I can supply a lab-grown diamond if the need be. A facility is there. The argument is not whether I can supply lab-grown diamonds or not. I just don't sell lab-grown diamonds. I don't keep it in my inventory. I don't sell it to my customers. Nor do I tell my customers that natural diamonds are investment either. It's a consumable item, the same as a vehicle, the same as pretty much anything that's consumable. It maintains some sort of value or financial value, but I wouldn't hedge my funds on it. I would say gold is more of a hedge than diamonds, and because it's slightly more liquid. Only 25% of the global diamond production is being used for bridal jewelry. I read a recent report from Signet. Signet says only 15% of its entire diamond sales are being made up of lab-grown diamonds. So it's a strong indicator that perhaps the global recession, the global economy is playing more of the weak demand of diamonds, for diamonds than lab-grown diamonds. But I do see in the next 10 years that lab-grown diamonds will be quite a big part of bridal diamonds. Perhaps not so much in high couture or in high diamond jewelry. High diamond jewelry, people have money. People don't need to scrape the bottom of the barrel to buy a lab-grown diamond. They don't need to scrape the bottom of the barrel to find money. They don't need to deliberate where the disposable income is coming from or where it's going to. And that market will never change, ever. Not 100 years from now, not 200 years from now. Recently, in this past weekend at JCK, there was unveiled the biggest polished lab-grown diamond, which is a 50-carat emerald cut. You want a 50-carat emerald cut or a 50-carat natural cut. Whoever's going to physiologically wear a 50-carat diamond and has enough money to do so will nine times out of 10 choose a natural diamond. It's not much of a deliberation. It's been like that for the past 7,000 years since diamonds were used in jewelry, and it'll be like that for the next 7,000 years. And back to the weaker sentiment. So now we've discussed the global economy and the recession, and we've also discussed or touched on lab-grown diamonds. Lab-grown diamonds, from one week to the next, they're getting cheaper. I'm not even going to lie to you. What you used to pay for a lab-grown diamond last year, there was a lady from the Clear Cut that made herself famous on TikTok, Olivia Lando. She said you can buy a lab-grown diamond, 2-carat lab-grown diamond at wholesale cost from India last year at $600. That's changed. Now you can, for $600, you can get a 3.5-carat. So lab-grown diamonds prices are falling. It's not a store of value. It's just going to be really cheap as chips. To buy a 1-carat diamond, you're going to look at $40, $50, and I'm not even joking about that. All wholesale. I mean, obviously, with the amount of marketing and the amount of whichever retail jeweler you go to, they'll make their own markups. So don't use my prices as a price indicator, or as a go-to, or hold me against my word. I'm telling you these prices, but you're going to come to my store and I have to charge you prices because I've used my facility, my faculty, and I've made my profit margin. So I've made my markup. So yeah, these are just wholesale indications. Your retail price will be different, and what you pay for lab-grown diamond will differ from store to store, regardless of the certification, regardless of the grading of the diamond itself. The third driving factor is incoming second-hand goods onto the market. That plays a big role in how many polished diamonds the mid-level dealer or the midstream dealer has in stock. And because he's buying so many diamonds during this time, and there's so many diamonds coming to the second-hand market, there's a lot less sales of new diamonds, which essentially means that his diamond inventory is at its max. It's maxed out. I mean, it's pointless for him to order more newly cut rough diamonds from the manufacturers or from the site holders. So that's been quite a tangible factor in weakening demand from rough diamond suppliers, rough diamond cutters, and thus rough diamond suppliers or miners like De Beers or Rosa or Petra Diamonds. The diamond market has come to a bit of a slump. A lot of people have started panicking. They've blamed the weakened demand only due to the rise in lab-grown diamonds, which is pretty not true. I mean, it's pretty much not true at all. So, I mean, the lab-grown diamonds, it's gotten to such a stage there's a jeweler that offered, if you buy a ring from him, he'll give you a free lab-grown diamond. If you buy a ring, if you get the setting from him, he'll throw in a free center diamond, a free main diamond onto your ring. That's pretty much the way lab-grown diamonds have headed to. So I can't really call that a tangible factor in deciding how weak the demand for natural diamonds is or is going to be. Touch on the weak demand of rough diamonds at the moment. Also wanted to just give a shout out to and all the bracha to Mr. Gabi Tolkowsky and his family and his loved ones. Yeah, if you guys have any questions for future podcasts, I'm going to leave a link down below. You're welcome to forward your questions to me, and I'll try to touch on those topics. I hope everyone is staying warm wherever you guys are, if it's winter time, and I hope you guys are getting ready for the second half of this year. It's going to be fairly interesting. To all of those that are below a certain earning bracket, it's time for you guys to tighten your belt. Make sure you're not spending unnecessarily. Make sure you're investing your money in the correct angles and the correct facets and the correct channels. you can sit and wade out this economic recession and be where you are 10 years, 5 years from now, 2 years from now, 10 years from now. Or you can actually use this as an opportunity to invest, to start another business, to start a side hustle, to make sure your funds are working for you and not just sitting in the bank collecting dust, or sitting in someone's account earning minimal interest or minimal profit margins or minimal revenue or minimal dividends. If you guys are playing the stock market, play it safely. If you guys are playing crypto, play it safely. If you guys are playing diamonds, play it safely. And especially if you guys think that gold is a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, just play it safe on gold as well. It's been up and down, and of course with forex and currency, you might just want to watch how you buy gold, when you buy gold, at which point you buy gold. You don't want to buy gold when it's too high, then you're going to be sitting with it, and you also don't want to miss the gravy train when the gold is too low. So yeah, just watch yourselves, watch your spending, watch your finances for the next, I'm going to say 6 months to 1 year. If any crashes are going to happen, it's going to happen very soon. Things might change quite drastically. So yeah, just batten down your hatches. Make sure you know what you're doing. Be financially aware, and yeah, and stay tuned to my podcast. Thanks for listening. If you made it thus far, don't forget to follow. Send me any questions. The link is below. And all the barakah and barakah to you, amen. And we'll chat to you guys soon.